Hello, I'm Dr. Margaret Rogers Van Coops. I'd like to tell you about Universal Christ Church. It was founded in the early 1970s by Reverend Tony Bennett. In those days, spiritualist churches were very important. People were into the idea of life after death. They wanted to know if their dead relatives were actually alive in the spirit world. So being a medium was very important. People wanted messages from their loved ones. So spiritualist churches were the way that people like myself could help other people and help them understand about their own spirit self. Universal Christ Church in those days had many face-to-face workshops. But as time went by, it became obvious that many of the students wanted to teach in different parts of the world. And so Universal Christ Church developed their ministry abroad. It became possible for individuals to study with us and in time gain their own charter under which they could then teach the peoples of their country. I am currently Head of Education of Universal Christ Church. I also act at the moment as Treasurer. My husband is at this particular time President-elect of the church. So you can see that this is an organization that has been in existence for a very long time. And over the years, I and many of the other ministers have trained and taught individuals in a variety of different subjects, all to do with the paranormal, the metaphysical, and spiritual aspects of the way a person should, or hopefully will, live their life. Sumaris Education Center is the name of my charter. Sumaris Education Center was my school in England. So when I moved to America, I took it with me. And over the years, I have been teaching in a variety of countries, too many to mention. And during that time, I have given many diplomas and certificates to many students. When I came to Japan, I met Remi Kanai. She came to me as a student in 2005. She was already extremely psychic. She'd done several courses and workshops from other people. So she wasn't just a beginner, but she was ready to become serious. She was ready to make this her destiny. So I began to teach her all my crystal therapies. Those crystal therapies were called Power Stone Therapy in Japan. They included crystal acupuncture, pterogram therapy, spiritual crystal acupuncture, beauty crystal acupuncture, Trinity stone, and core pterogram therapy. These were therapies that I evolved over time to help people emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually to balance themselves. I developed them because originally I was suffering with Parkinson's disease, which is an inherited disease. I didn't want to look like my grandma, who was walking around like a zombie. My spirit guide, Master Chang, informed me that if I did all these therapies, I would then be able to help other people. So when Remi Kanai turned up as my student, I recognized immediately that this was going to be of great interest to her. She studied all my courses. She studied psychic development, and was able by 2006 to teach small groups, meditation, psychic development, and some healing. By 2008, she had completed all my courses and was already practicing and helping many people. By 2009, she had done over 120 different types of workshops, courses, and lectures, and was establishing herself as a true practitioner under the banner of Universal Christ Church. So she was given her own charter. Her charter was called Oneness Consciousness and Healing Institute. Under this charter, Remi Kanai, now a reverend practitioner, was able to start teaching and issuing her own diplomas, as well as growing and evolving with her own ideas about her own courses. She has been teaching all sorts of things that are highly interesting and continues to study and grow spiritually all the time. I'm sure that if you have a session with her, she will delight you with her amazing skills as a psychic. She'll give you guidance and counseling and help you to understand the ways of the world and the ways of your life and how you integrate with the ways of the world. If you study her workshops, her courses, and her lectures, you will receive a diploma. You will be able in time to be accredited by her as a teacher as well.